Hello and welcome to Telling It Like It Is. It's my A's weekly update. I got my Eckersley t-shirt on. I'm not too clean shaven because when the A's started that win streak, I decided not to shave. And here we are 8 games into the win streak, going from 1-7 to 9-7 now, 1 game off the pace in the division behind the Seattle, who, if you remember, on the first week talked about this, I thought that Seattle would be a little bit better than people giving them credit for on one of my earlier podcasts. I thought they were severely underrated coming into the year, but this could be like a couple of years ago where they start off hot and then fade away. It's good to get the Astros back down to earth. They've had some major injuries to Bregman and Altuve and Brantley, so they're struggling a little bit. But this week, it was like last week, I should say. I was hoping to just go 4-2, but we got a 6-0 week there, so we'll take that. So we're not going to shave this until we get a loss. But six in a row turned into 8 in a row pretty quick. I will say this though, Detroit has some pieces there. You can see that they're going to be some trouble for some people. The kid Soto out of the pen throws very hard. I like him a lot. And the kid Boyd yesterday was fantastic. Tough loss as a former pitcher. That's one of those painful ones because he pitched a great game, made a couple of mistakes in about a 3 batter span, and boom, all of a sudden the game gets away from you. And all pitchers have been there, but he's going to be good. You can see they got some pieces there. They got some speed. They got some decent defense, which is where I'd like to start with the A's tonight. The defense has been amazing. I think we have 5 or 6 errors in the whole season, which is amazing because I thought when Marcus left and we picked up an older shortstop, that would hurt us a little bit, but it hasn't so far. I knew Ramon would be solid, and I know our outfield defense will be solid. And the scary thing about us right now is we're not really even healthy right now. I mean, Pinder's still out. Piscotty's on maternity leave, and Piscotty was smoking hot before he went on maternity leave. It's the hottest I've seen him since really, I guess, 2018. He really got off to a great start for us this year. Actually, in the last week, the first week he was a little slow, but he got hot, and now basically maternity leave. We got to get Pinder back, like I said, but the defense and just the overall play has been good. The funny thing is, we're still not even averaging 5 runs a game, and we've got an 8 game winning streak. We played 16 games. He scored 69 runs, which is not that great. Obviously, it's a 4 1/3 a game, which is not usually a formula for winning. But the pitching against Arizona and Detroit was top notch. I still feel Bassett can improve some more though. But if we go down the list here, in the infield, Chapman's starting to get it done. I still don't like his approach at man on third and less than 2 out. Still getting behind in the count early, taking a fastball right down the middle, and then all of a sudden we wind up swinging and not making contact. We did that twice yesterday. We're down 2-1. We should have been up 3-2 at that point. I know we got bailed out later, but still really got to improve on that man on third, less than 2 out. That's still a weakness for us, even though we've won 8 games in a row. But we do have to, like I said, I'm telling you like it is. We tell it like it is. We don't have any agendas here. It's no BS. We're going to talk about what needs to be talked about, and we're not going to do it any other way. At shortstop, Elvis is coming around. Defense has been pretty solid. The hitting, I still like to see him pick it up a little bit, obviously, but he's making some solid contact. Lined out into a double play yesterday. They made a great play on the other day again in the outfield, so it's coming around. But we definitely have to pick it up with Elvis, though. Where we're hoping that we can see some improvement. And but I guess I'll have to grow this beard until I might have to grow this beard all the way down here, like Rip Van Winkle. We'll see. At second base, Jed, just incredible. I'm living up here in New York, and the Met fans are so angry at Jed. And like I said, I think there's an article up here in the New York Post about how the Mets didn't want to let Jed Lowry get the surgery for his knee, and we've all seen Jed wear that pad on his knee for years. This is his third time with us, I believe, and Jed's been great for us. There's nothing else you could say. He's very clutch yesterday. I think he finally cooled off, but even yesterday, he hit a couple of balls hard, solid in the field. His range is limited now, but still just a professional baseball player, a professional hitter. And he's just great. He's leading us in RBIs and batting average. He's still the guy that everybody wants to get rid of, but nobody can get rid of because he's every person that comes along that's supposed to replace him. Jed just takes care of business. So, and Ole's starting to hit too. Well, we had a day where he hit 2 singles, and with Ole, when he's hitting singles, that's good too because usually he's a home run or nothing. So when Ole starts to make solid contact, and get a couple of pulls through the shift. That's a good sign, and he's really starting to pick it up as well. So the infield this past week really stepped it up. I would give them a B plus for the week. Catching Murphy with some big hits yesterday, and even Garcia had a big hit over the weekend. He hit a home run. So hopefully Garcia really looked overmatched early on. Him and Kai Tom looked really overmatched, but Garcia's starting to pick it up a little bit. We'll see how that goes from there. As far as the bullpen's concerned, I still think we need to get some depth out there without Rosenthal. I mean, Lou Trevino is done a great job. Always it's back to the Trevino of basically 2018 here, but we'd like to get another arm. We'd like to go out there. I mean, Samardzija is not really the answer. He throws it straight. Anibal Sanchez. I mean, I don't know. Can we convert somebody to a reliever? I'm not sure. The kid Leak. Well, not a kid, but the kid Leak from Seattle. I don't know. We have to see. I think we can definitely get an arm somewhere, unless we got a fire thrower in the minors. I mean, Puck is a guy that wouldn't be bad for that job, but I guess it doesn't seem to be working out. I think Weems could do a solid job for us, and of course Petit is the best reliever. One of my favorite all time A's relievers. I've been watching him my whole life, and Diekman is not hot yet, but he's been solid. So we're getting there, and Wendelken has been pretty solid as well. I wouldn't mind seeing Lazaro go out to that pen maybe until he gets right. Maybe when Fires comes back, we put him in that pen out there as a lefty. Because I think Lazaro, he's got great stuff, but around the fifth or sixth inning, it starts to fade a little bit on him. So until he gets that strength, it's not like he's throwing 98, he's throwing 94, 95. So he might not be bad out there as a lefty in that pen, but we'll see. They have a lot of options, but I'd like to just go out there and try to pick somebody up. There's some other good everyday players out there too. Puig is sitting out there too, but we don't really need him right now, and we don't want to rest up that chemistry. I think the guys really get along, respect each other. So the bullpen, I would give a solid B plus for the week. Also, the outfield has been great. Um, Even Tony Kemp got the big hit yesterday, setting up the big inning there in the bottom of the eighth. So and he's been struggling a lot. A lot of people, on social media get on his case, like, why is he here? And I understand that. That's the life of a major leaguer. But solid hit yesterday versus the lefty Soto, and did a great job. So we're getting there. As far as Kemp, and we get Pinder back, I'm really excited about that. Laureano had a cool day yesterday. He got caught looking a couple of times. He cooled off a little bit. And like I said, Piscotty and Seth Brown been pretty solid. Piscotty was on a really, really hot streak. Maternity leave called him away. So, we just have to wait and see what happens with Brown and some of the guys. And so the outfield, I give a solid I give a solid A for them. They were great all week. Just did some great things. The starting pitching over this last 4 days was really good. Obviously, that'd be an A plus. And during the first two games of the week versus Arizona, I was really just hoping to get to 4-2. But wow, when you get 6-0, and then yesterday, it's funny, we're losing in that, going into the bottom of the eighth there, and I'm actually pissed off because you say you settle for 4-2, but when you're 5-0, you want 6-0. You know how it is. We get greedy, and we already start looking at the standings. So right now we're at 10th through the season. We're at 10% through the season. So we had 16 games pretty much. We're at 10% through, and if you win 9-7 every time, you win 90 games. I think we'd have a good shot to get in. So that's a solid thing. I think the division's going to be tough this year. I'm glad we're gonna have to start feeding on these teams. Like this week, we got the Twins and the Orioles. We got a double dip tomorrow with the Twins because of COVID protocols. Double dips always scare you. The Twins, like the Tigers and the Orioles, were hanging around 500. The Tigers had just come off a sweep of the Astros when they came in. So I don't think that Detroit team's a bad team. I know we swept them, and it looks bad, but I think that's a solid. I think that's a better team than people realize. And I feel the same way about the Twins. I wouldn't fall for that record right now. I think the Twins are going to be a tougher out than we anticipated. So we have 3 with them. We have a day off on Thursday, and then we have Baltimore. All right, so Baltimore, obviously, you never know what could happen in that park. The ball just seems to fly out of there. So I'm trying to think whether we played them at home or not. I think we're away versus Baltimore, but let me see. I think we're away versus Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. And the ball always seems to really just fly out of there. So we'll have to see what we get. Let's see where we're at here Friday. Yep, we're at Baltimore 7:05. So hopefully we get a home run hitting shoes on, which we've had recently. And it's funny what the difference between winning and losing is because, like I said, we're still only averaging 4 1/3 runs a game, which is not high, obviously. And yet, timely hitting has been everything. We've got a lot of home runs. Like I said, like to see us pick up the man on second, less than 2 out thing. Like I said, starting pitching, everything's been pretty solid. I would like to see a little more production on the bats, but overall, I think the defense and the pitching has just been the key, and a couple of timely hits. I like to see us, like I said yesterday, we were overmatched a little bit. This kid was keeping us off balance. Boy, was really solid with keeping us off balance. Like I said, I think I know it's our philosophy to take pitches, but sometimes we're taking some of the best pitches you're going to see. And if it's a good pitcher, you're going to maybe get one good pitch at a bat to hit. You might even get one good pitch a day to hit out of your 4 at bats. And so you really want to see us take advantage of that. So we'll have to see. Pinder and Fires should be coming back real soon. Uh, and of course, Piscotty will be back from maternity leave. So we'll have to see what adjustments they make. I like Seth Brown too. He's done a solid job. We'll have to see what we do with the roster and manipulation of roster. I've been thinking that Tom would probably go down, but we'll have to see how that goes. And it's been a great week for the A's. I mean, what else can you say? And this week, I'd like another winning week. I'll settle for 4-2. I'd like to keep our winning ways going and stay positive and stay on top of it. It's a half home, half away week, so that's always good to get a little mixture going there. And we got to beat up on that American League Central, which right now the White Sox are really struggling. And when you look at the divisions, the White Sox are sputtering. I'm sure Tony La Russa will get some grief after they canned the manager last year. Said that's such a great turnaround, but then kind of mismanaged the A's series, and so got himself in hot water. Remember the old saying, they love you win or tie when you coach. I've been a basketball coach for 33 years, high school and college. So the old expression is love you win or tie. So for the rest of the week, like I said, hopefully we get a little 4-2 week. We can stay positive and reach out to us on social media. Please dialogue. We'll put it on the Facebook A's pages, and it's on YouTube. Please dialogue. We'd love to have some of you on sometime, and we'll talk A's baseball. I'm going to be doing this every week. Love to have you fans on if you're a serious A's fan. Not the fly-by-nighter who doesn't know any A's history. I want a serious A's fan, someone who knows the whole franchise like I've been doing my whole life. So love to have you on. Give you the questions in advance. We'll talk, and we'll have some fun. But otherwise, signing off on A's Weekly here on Telling It Like It Is. It's been a blast, and let's go A's. Maybe we can get Eck to come back and throw some strikes, and he could be our closer. Have a good night.